So Fat Joe might be in some legal trouble, huh?
Lying allegations brought forth by his former hype man in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. After Terrence T.A. Dixon filed a complaint alleging that he witnessed the rapper groom, isolate, and sexually exploit minors while employed by his company, a lawyer for Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, fired back, calling the suit a blatant act of retaliation. Attorney Joe Tacopina tells E! News in a statement June 20th, the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. In Dixon's complaint submitted to court June...
That's weird, because usually it would be before the public pressure. Like, hey, they tried to settle with you and say, hey, I want this much, so we don't go public. Because once it's public, of course, he can't settle with you now, because now it's going to be a death sentence. Oh, I'll settle with you. And they'll be like, oh, you settled with a dude over some, like, sex with a minor allegation? That would kill his credibility. So that's, I don't know. I feel like I tend to think it's real just off of that. Like, there's no settlement offer once you go public pressure. What are you talking about? It's like Cassie, like, Diddy tried to do that before. She offered him on the side, yo, give me this much and we don't got to go public. He said, nah. She went public. But that was between them two, and she was, like, of age. So it was like, damn, what is she agreeing to? Like, we don't know. But then the video leaked and we seen everything. But this is like, he can't, so...
June 19th, he accused Cartagena of exploiting him sexually and financially during his 16-year employment. Dixon alleged Cartagena forced him to perform more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing in the company, saying in the suit that the alleged stunts were designed to degrade and exert control under the guise of loyalty tests. The lawsuit reads,
what he was saying is, come here and suck me and prove you're loyal to me? That's crazy. That's worse than Diddy.
Sexual acts were induced not by choice, but by fear, dependency, and fraud. Each encounter carried an unspoken message: refuse and you lose everything. In one alleged instance, the complaint said Dixon's travel plans were abruptly canceled and he was stranded in a foreign country without any money after refusing to participate in a sex act. Fearing financial punishment, professional sabotage, and physical retaliation, the complaint said Dixon often complied with Cartagena's alleged demands, including unpaid labor in songwriting, tour management, and security. During his employment, Dixon alleged that he also witnessed Cartagena engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old. Dixon is seeking up to 20...
Yo, they trying to R. Kelly Fat Joe. I know something was going to happen. As soon as he got that podcast with Jadakiss and he started acting corny, like, oh, I got so many, I got thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars of Gucci in my closet, and oh, I don't go nowhere unless it's first class. I ain't sitting nowhere. I ain't going on no planes. I got to be in front of my enemies, and I got to show off, which is weird because usually you want to be in back of your enemies so you see what they're doing, but yeah, I gotta sit front row, man. Like, yeah, nothing but front row. Wow.
$20 million in damages for unpaid performance wages, lost per diem, stolen publishing revenue, unpaid royalties, and physical and emotional injuries, according to the lawsuit. However, Cartagena's attorney, Joe Tacopina, tells E! News that Dixon's suit is a desperate attempt to deflect attention from a civil complaint the MC filed in April, accusing Dixon and his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, of extortion and slander. Tacopina says, we didn't just sue a disgruntled former employee trying to revive a false claim from 15 years ago. We sued the lawyer behind it all. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everyone involved accountable. E! News has reached out to Dixon's attorney for comment, but hasn't heard back.
Yo, that's like a death sentence for a rapper like him. And I also got 50 Cent reacts to it. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, this is the murder for hire thing. But then we're going to have Cuban Link react to Fat Joe. Let's listen to Cuban Links first before we get to 50. Let me see.
Topic. I just got on because I seen it right now. TMZ too. TMZ, now we got to be on point with TMZ. They're going to Diddy you. They're going to Diddy the Joe. Watch. And they got enough evidence to do it. They're going to do the Diddy on them. The FBI already Diddied them. Well, he did it himself. He did the bullshit to himself, but They're making them pay. They're holding them accountable. So yeah, you touching little girls, homie. Now we want to know the whole story. We want to know who the chick is. We want to know what happened. Or did you groom her? What age did you met? Because I heard him in the song. In the song it said she was 16 years old. He did the KRS shit. Remember KRS had a song back in the days? Told me she was 13. Crazy. The nigga did a song. He had a verse or something. It was like, yeah, she was 16 years old. So I told her. So
what verse he's talking about, Cave Dwellers? Let me know what song you talking about.
She had to give me head. Like, that's grooming. How you gonna do that? Oh my man. Whatever I said about that fat dude, he knows it's the truth. That's why he can never sue me. Because I talked it in first person on it. I was there to do that. I lived it. And what TA said about that, he would say he was there too. So let's hear his story out. But yeah, find that Joe song. This is a thing going on. One of the little stories and shorts on social media. I think I've reposted it. When he was 16.
Like, share, subscribe, please, if you made it this far, and let me know what that Joe song is.
Years old and all that. I mean, when she was 16 years old, he did something. She had to give him head. Some shit like that. That's dirtball shit. You 50 years old. You was like 40-something when she was 16. Come on, man. And you got a daughter. Come on, man. I got a daughter. I could never see women again, young girls again, like under 25. The same. They always look like babies to me. You know what I'm saying? So he's even older than me. So what kind of mindset? I mean, I understand you do shows. They got groupies and shows and shit. They might sneak in through. But when you see a face, you see the baby, the innocence in young girls like now. And young kids too, young boys. You know how old we old already. We fucking old. We're supposed to know that. So for that dude to be doing things like that still, Jesus Christ. Joey. Little Joey. Oh my Lord, boy. You just outed yourself out. You outed yourself out. You suing people from up there. That's what you're doing. You're doing the math. That's what see, that's why he probably groomed math to do. And all them other guys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking it like this because
Math who? He ain't talking about Math Hoffa, is he?
Dude that was supposed to sue, had the right to sue, would have made billions of dollars if I sued at Jimmy's. And I never did it because of the cloth we come from. We handle it in the streets, whatever, right?
That's a stupid ass cloth to come from if it gets in the way of you getting some money and some civil claims.
A code, right? Even though I told my story, but you know it's on and popping. You know it. And he know it. So how the hell did the fat Joe, the Don, the gangster, got nerve to try to sue somebody? Oh my God. Incredible. I remember he got mad at Mark. Mark because he tried to sue somebody. Yeah, Gilly's brother. He got mad at Gilly's brother because Gilly's brother tried to sue somebody, and he got mad, and he gave Gilly the boot for that. How the hell this dude is going to try to sue TA? The guy who wrote your songs for free, you jerked him. You stopped.
Oh, he trying to say the street code, he a gangster, he ain't supposed to sue nobody. But then he going to say it's business, it's just business. That's how they get out of it. That's how Whack 100 get out of it too.
His career, you called him a bum. You called him everything like you called me. How you gonna sue him anyway? What money you gonna get? It's crazy. He crazy. Benzino, y'all got the news, right? Your man Fat Joey, the gangster. Y'all got the Fat Joe, the gangster news?
It's hard to say which is more off the hook. A Diddy party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
These RICO charges against Fat Joe sleeping with minors are...
That's crazy. All right, 50 Cent reacts to Fat Joe murder for hire lawsuit. This is a stick-up. Let's see what the comments say before we even look at it. I like doing that sometimes. That's why 50 Cent is the smartest out of all the rappers with the security he keeps. 50 calling him a crash dummy, mad work. For a minute, nobody was under the note why 50 was mad at Puff. Then we find out Destiny, which is 50's baby mother, is a simp for Puff. Let me see.
today and got hit with another chapter from the 50 Cent universe. Fat Joe is accused of trying to hire someone to murder 50 Cent years ago in a new $20 million lawsuit. So if you guys don't know, a few days ago, Fat Joe got hit with a $20 million lawsuit from his DJ Terrence Dixon for allegedly buying a 15-year-old a BBL.
Yeah.
And now today, new allegations came out in that case that back in 2007, Fat Joe devised a murder for hire plot to get 50 Cent murked.
So it was the same case that we just heard with Cuban Links talking about. And then this new one, bang, is on top of it.
According to court documents, Fat Joe and 50 Cent had beef because back in the day when Big Pun died, Ja Rule looked out for Fat Joe, and 50 Cent don't mess with anybody who rock with Ja Rule. It said that Fat Joe calculated and premeditated conspiracy to get 50 Cent killed. It states in winter 2007, Fat Joe received a phone call when he was living in Miami. One of his homeboys said that 50 Cent had pulled up to one of their venues in New York. They say Fat Joe ordered to make the hit, but 50 Cent was surrounded by Navy SEAL type security, and the hitman was afraid to make the move. The lawsuit also states that Fat Joe openly admitted that he placed a bag on 50 Cent's head, and he expressed frustration that he had not yet succeeded in executing the hit. He also told some of his homeboys that he'd been trying to get 50 Cent for a minute. Then it stated that Fat Joe would track 50 Cent's movement via his performance schedule and intended to ambush him in multiple public venues. So you know 50 Cent heard this and you know he had to say something. So he went to his Instagram, posted a picture of him and Fat Joe and wrote the caption, "These baseless accusations and..."
That's a crazy AI. Look how Fat Joe look. Oh, man. Is he like the baby from Wukong? The game, Wukong.
Claims are not credible. I'm sorry Joe had to endure the public scrutiny and damage to his reputation. This is a stick up. And look right under here, Fat Joe commented it 100 on it. So basically Fat Joe is saying, bro, it's all good. So basically it seemed like 50 Cent swept it under the rug and he ain't tripping no more. But just so if you guys don't know how intense that 50 Cent and Fat Joe beef was, here's some throwback footage about 50 when he was going off.
What's up? This is 50 Cent. I just want to thank everybody for showing their support. And get well messages. I got on this50.com. Yesterday, I listened to Fat Joe's record. It hurt me. I told you people not to listen to his music. And some people didn't listen. And look what happened. Right here. Young buck tried to ride his motorcycle after listening to Fat Joe's record. Skateboarded. People ride their bike. People all over the place. People.
And that was genius. That probably don't seem like much now, but this was like when this type of stuff was just coming out, the memes and cuts like this.
Playing the music, trying to work out. It's terrible. I mean, Fat Joe's record is the worst thing ever happened to hip-hop. And it hurts bad because I love hip-hop. I don't know what else to say. I mean, everywhere it's just happening all over the place.
Yo, so that's funny. 50 Cent was going hard on Fat Joe, like non-stop. I'll never forget the day that they were both taking shots at each other at the MTV Music Awards.
I like to tell the people home, I feel so safe tonight with all this police protection courtesy of G Unit. And the winner is Missy Elliott featuring Sierra and Fat Man Scoop.
The amount of shade was crazy.
Let's do it again. Fat Joe is man. Pussy boy. Fuck boy. Fuck. What? You know what niggas is too.
Nah, this was crazy. This was when beef was real beef. You going on live TV talking crazy.
It was crazy, but this was the start of it right here. motherfuckers that really ain't even in the street no more starting bringing street beef to rap and making it real. That sparked the fucking drill rappers today. These were drug dealers who are now rappers, and they were like, oh, I gotta be the king, and you can't do nothing, even though there was enough music out there for everybody. But that was the formula. It's one king, and you go after him. It's Jay-Z. Now everybody gotta go after Jay-Z, or 50 Cent, the new guy, so everybody gotta go after him, or everybody gotta go after Drake, or everybody gotta go after DMX, or whoever. That was a stupid-ass policy. Then the South came up, and everybody was getting along, and they started doing music with each other, and Outkast doing music with Future, and Young Thug, and these people, and Nelly, and boom, now the South come up. Because everybody's sitting there doing music with everybody, not fighting. They were sitting there collaborating, and they took the music fucking industry from New York or the East Coast, and everybody beefing with each other. Same shit. And then they just started, now the kids started to do more crime, so they started taking the drugs instead of selling them. But they got to be high to murder fucking 30 people.
To the person that's in the same room as you? Nah. And earlier that year, 50 Cent explained why he had problems with Fat Joe.
I'm looking at it going, what is the actual reason for that altercation or for it? And it was really because they was doing the song at the wrong time. It was doing it, I'm from New York. I was actually trying to help Josh survive what I was doing, and I liked the record, so I felt like it was going to fix what I was doing. So I had to get him.
So wait, so you can act,
that sound like some hater shit, 50, I ain't gonna lie.
You being truthful, you actually went at Fat Joe because you felt like he was siding with.
Take music away from him. Put it in the neighborhood, you understand exactly why I'm actually doing it. My moral compass comes off my conscience.
Yeah, so 50 Cent was like, man, I like that song and I'm from New York and I'm not on it, and you siding with my op, I get it. That's why it was such a big moment when 50 Cent squashed the beef with Fat Joe and brought him out a couple years ago at Madison Square Garden to perform Lean Back.
50 Cent, what's up, nigga? Yeah. Let's get to it. I don't even know what the fuck some is happening, nigga. We're from across New York. Where kids cut, not a stop. Got the niggas in the squad, got stuck on his face. No one's a go on this face.
You go, we everywhere, you never there. And it's because I was already in the arenas. So what would I be doing back in the nightclub? Yeah, at that point. You know what I'm saying? So
but you and Joe are cool now though, right? Man, you see how that works?
You know, it's that Fat Joe couldn't even get to him. Like, he in the arenas. He was never gonna be in a nightclub where they could pack it with fucking 20 dudes and rush the little small stadium or get to him or stab him because they're good for stabbing. He was in the arenas where they had a lot of security and then you had to go through probably fucking metal detectors to get to him.
Crazy is he's one of the guys that you actually want to be friends with.
Yeah, man. I love Joe.
He's even my issues with him was his loyalty to default.
And now every time there's a Knicks home game, both of them are sitting next to each other courtside being besties.
That's what real gangsters do, right? Hey, the beef is over. Like, you know what happened? How we see it in the mob movies. Like, oh, it had a hit on me. Like, hey, it's no problem. Like, I seen that with that new Robert De Niro film on Netflix. When he's sitting there with the guy and they had the whole meeting on the mountain and all the mobsters got caught. They tried to run away and like 60 mobsters got caught. They tried to have like a national meeting. Hey, you supposed to forgive. He forgot and he fucking forgave the dude that the Chin, Tony the Chin, whatever the dude name was, the Chin. He forgave him. He like, you just was the messenger. Like, either way it was gonna get done. Like, it's all right.
Doing the right thing. That's right. You're doing the right thing.
So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think that 50 Cent and Fat Joe beef really got to murder for hire status, or is it all cap? But I heard that Big Pun and Fat Joe was goons back in the day. Why you think their label was called Terror Squad? Because they would rain terror in the streets of New York City. I don't think 50 really wanted them problems.
Yeah, I know. Bless Big Pun, but he was beating the shit out of his wife, so we know that he was terrorizing that lady.
Or maybe 50 did. Let us know what you guys think. Did
Yeah. Shout out all Urban and Central. Let us know. Do you think Fat Joe did the murder for hire? Do you think he was messing with minors, is messing with minors? Or do you believe that he's not messing with minors? Maybe he did the murder for hire. Or he didn't do the murder for hire, but maybe he did do the minors. There's a lot of charges here. They're trying to R. Kelly. They're trying to bring him down. He got rid of those taxes. He had tax trouble. He just getting out of it, really. I know Jay-Z and them helped him, I think. And he started his whole podcast, and he out there. Now the police come get you. That's what they come get you when you're trying to come back. That's a lot of lawsuits. He better have a good defense. And if that guy got any, we're going to be watching. If that guy got any proof, it's over for him. It's over for him. The slightest. If there's any victim that come up and give a statement, it's over for him. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Like, share, subscribe, all that.